McGregor?
Yeah, he did a nice job for us. Came in the room before. He's fired up, that guy. He's still fired up. I'm glad we won. He would have come in and probably had his way with us. So, no, he was a nice few words for the guys before the game. A little different, I'm not used to that. Patriots come in one night. That's kind of nice. The Red Sox, I think, so mix it up a little bit. So it was fun.
We're going to get back to playing defense.
I think that's the difference tonight. We addressed that going into Winnipeg. Scored and showed in Winnipeg, 4 goals against. I thought our team D-zone coverage was much better. Rush coverage was a problem. So we talked about that a little more. I think our guys knew that's the best way to get back. Easiest way to get back on track is keep the puck out of your net. We were able to do that. We'd like to score more, obviously. I thought we had some good looks. Krejci's line, some real good looks, just couldn't cash in, but eventually we got the one we needed.
You felt your team had a little bit more of a jump there at the opening period?
Yeah, I thought we were the better team in the first period. We should be. They're playing back-to-backs. We're back home. We've lost 3 straight. I thought we gave up 1 chance and went in the net. It's a good play by Duchesne. Beat our D one-on-one. He's a skilled player. Made a nice move. Other than that, we were rock solid in front of him. Generated some good looks for us. Got a call early, get on the power play, converted there. So those were all check marks we hit early on. Fortunately, we weren't able to extend it. It wasn't for lack of effort, but eventually got it done.
How can you see that Krejci's line building some chemistry, especially now with so many guys out?
Well, Krejci and DeBrusque, they've had it going right before he got hurt. So that part's we've got nailed down. It's finishing up the trio. Charlie was just a little bit out of necessity. We tried different people there. Didn't mind it, but didn't love it, type of thing. So we put Coyle in there, even though we want him to get his reps in the middle. He's played lots of center in the league. He'll lose some chemistry with that line. That's the drawback, right? There's give and take, so he'll lose a little chemistry with maybe a Paul Carey or someone on left wing, or whoever's there, Wagner on the right now, or what have you. But we also want to get him more touches, get him feeling good about his offensive side of the game. And I think if you'd ask him, he's probably happy, other than not finishing tonight. He had a couple of good looks. His game's really coming around, his offensive side of it. So, who knows down the road? He might end up being the best fit there. We've got to go to plan B. I doubt that would happen once we get healthy, but, it looks good right now.
He made a defensive play in your end, right in front of Yarrow late in the 3rd period. Turns into a scoring chance at the other end when he's playing the defensive style game, especially with Krejci. How's that?
Well, it helps with Krejci's line a lot because now they get going offense, right? So that's why Bergey's line's so successful with Marshy and Pasta, right? You turn defense into offense, you get the other team thinking, they're going to get an opportunity to make a play, and all of a sudden they got to defend from poor position. So, but that's what we like him about as a center too. He's committed to that, that part of the game. There's a reason, even though he wasn't scoring, that the team was winning and we were balancing the minutes because he does a good job in his own end. We just want to encourage his full 200-foot game and to attack more, and I think we're seeing that. Now, whether that's a product of playing with more offensive-minded players, that could be. I mean, obviously, Krejci's been a driver of a line all year. He's done a real good job with that again tonight.
Bruce, this was one of those, you guys were very solid defensively. So it was one of those games where, like, Yarrow would go through stretches without much to do, but his game tonight, when you needed him.
Yeah, he was bang on. Like I said, when you're in their end for most of the first period, they get 1 chance and a score. You're like, you're frustrated with your goaltending, right? But as the game went on, clearly he was solid, made the saves he needed to. We broke down. They generated more overtime. We're not talking about this. He doesn't make a couple of big saves. So I'm not sure if Charlie blocked the last one of Duchesne's, but certainly we had a breakdown in front of our net from the play behind the net. So good for Yarrow. He's gaining traction again. His game's solid. We needed it tonight because we didn't score enough, or a lot. Sorry, we scored enough to win, but not a lot. So good for Yarrow. I think he'd tell you right now he's comfortable. I think with his last number of starts. There might be one in there, a few here or there, but I think he's been good.
Two more. Connor Clifton earned a little bit of a promotion, maybe playing.
Yeah, I like his game. I like that he competes. Listen, it's the Bruins' identity. We'll coach. It's our job to coach him up the rest of the way. They've got to bring the compete level. Obviously, the execution, effort and execution. We always say that falls on the player. If we're executing poorly as a team, then we've got to talk about puck support, and that's on the staff to make sure we work on that. But effort and execution, he wants to compete hard. So if he's willing to do that. He was the first call up. Then we'll find time for him. Try to get the best matchups, but he's got that.
That's a tough matchup though with Carlo. Maybe not
It is,
such a
and
normal
he's the right D that hasn't played a lot of left. So we've used Camper over there. We didn't like the way it was going with the other pair, so we mixed it up. It's an in-game call. We've done a few of those. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But he was, the conversation was, can you play left defense? If you want to play in the National Hockey League, you're going to have to basically tonight. So, and he nodded his head and off he went. So I give him credit. It's not easy. You're playing against Duchesne's line. It's a good line, and you're playing on your offside. You haven't played a lot of games, so he's going to earn some trust with the coaches, and I think he's going to earn respect from the players.
Thanks everyone. Welcome.